Our first full day on Oahu would be spent exploring the east side of the island, driving from Kailua to take in the sights on the way to Waikiki for the evening. Driving around here, the contrast of the neighborhoods and the nearby mountains really stands out. The first stop that we made was for the Makapu'u Lighthouse Trail, which would offer many great views along its 2-mile paved course.
This is a caldera, originally a volcano vent, and what's out towards the ocean has already been washed away by the water, and we're walking on the edge of it to go up to the lighthouse that's on the other side.
What's neat about this trail is that you can see the rock formations alongside of it as you're taking your hike up toward the top to get closer to the lighthouse. The climb up is considered to be moderate as you go through an elevation change of about 500 feet. The hike up is worth it though, as you will find multiple times over that the elevation change gives you many excellent vantage points. When you're about halfway up the trail, there's a platform that makes an excellent spot to take a break if you're tired from the first half, and to just take in the views, especially toward the southwest where you can look right into the Coco Crater. You also get to enjoy ocean views toward the southeast. Further along the trail brings you to another viewing deck that on a clear day gives you the ability to see the island of Mauna Loa across the Kaiwi Channel. The Makapu'u shoreline is also lined with tide pools where you can enjoy the views of the crashing waves from above. Closer to the top, there's another deck that offers your first chance to see the Makapu'u Lighthouse, a building that dates back to 1909 and continues to guide ships on the sea at night to this day. Once you make it to the end of the trail, you will find a multi-deck viewing location that is built within and on top of the volcanic rock. This viewing deck, regardless of which level you're on, offers fantastic views toward the north, where you can see the coastline around Makapu'u Beach and out towards Ka'ohaikaipu and Rabbit Islands. It certainly is worthwhile to head for the higher viewing deck. The different vantage point will not only put you in the highest location of the trail, but this location also gives visitors another view of the Makapu'u Lighthouse. The views up here are a great reward for making the trek up the trail, and certainly worth the stop. And while you do have to head back, it's at least all downhill to do so. Plus, you get to relive the previous views that you enjoyed on the way up. As our drive continued along the island's east coast, we would then make our way to the lookout for the Halona Blowhole. The viewing deck is built nearby the tide pools and rock formations of the coastline, where anyone visiting can enjoy the views of the waves crashing into the coastal rocks. The main attraction of this location is the blowhole, where waves crash through the rock formation below and through a small opening on the top with mist or the occasional large spray of water. As the afternoon came, we finished our drive around the east coast of Oahu, pulling into Waikiki, where we would explore for a while before the evening plans. Since we had dinner plans within the next couple hours but hadn't stopped for lunch, we went for appetizers and a beer at Lulu's Waikiki. The restaurant offers a large dining space and a fairly expansive menu, but the highlight was that it takes advantage of its second floor location, offering bar table seating that looks out to the beach. After a drink and some snacks, we would explore Waikiki a bit, walking around to see what the neighborhood had to offer. One of the more noticeable features of this part of Waikiki Beach is the jetty, which is attached to the breakwater that helps to keep a section of the water along the beach nice and calm for swimmers. Heading out onto this jetty gives you a great viewing location for Waikiki and its coastline. It even offers a view of Diamondhead Crater in the distance. From the jetty, we then took a walk alongside of Kalakaua Avenue for the sake of taking in the feel of the neighborhood. Our walk gave us the chance to appreciate the massive and incredible banyan trees that could be found inside of Waikiki. There were also a number of small ponds, pools, and waterfalls to enjoy during this walk. The neighborhood features multiple statues, including one of Prince Jonah Kuhio Kalania Nalo and of Duke Peoa Kahanamoku, who is known as the father of international surfing. We also stopped by Waikiki's location of Honolulu Cookie, offering a large number of options for their delightful treat. They offer the normal packages with a variety of cookies, sort of like a sampler pack, and even offer special Christmas-style packages during the holiday season for gifts. You can also select your own varieties with a custom selection out of the bins with individual wrapped cookies. But if you don't know which ones to get, you can always try the several flavors they have available for sampling. Personally speaking, my favorite flavor is the pineapple macadamia. As the sun continued getting closer to setting, we made our way to the Waikiki Aquarium, where we would be enjoying the Diamondhead Luau.
Aloha! Aloha! Much better, thank you. Welcome to the Diamondhead Luau.
Upon entering for the luau, your photo is taken with some of the performers, and from there you can either enjoy part of the aquarium or head right to the luau. As you come into the main dining area for the luau, everyone who is of age is given a complimentary Mai Tai, along with an appetizer tray of chips and dips, and everyone attending the luau is given a lei. It certainly will help to get you into the spirit of aloha. Before the show begins, the performers and fellow staff take part in various demonstrations with luau attendees, such as how to create traditional Hawaiian crafts or how to play their traditional instruments. part of your admission, you also receive 2 more complimentary beverages from the bar. While the pre-show activities are taking place, some of the musicians play a few tunes for the visitors to enjoy, and some of the audience members are chosen to be part of a dance lesson. Before the show officially begins, everyone gets to make their way through the buffet with many traditional Polynesian dishes to enjoy. After that, the luau begins, highlighting the traditions of several Polynesian cultures. The first performance was a traditional dance of the native people of Waikiki. This was followed by the dances and traditions of the Maori people who reside on what is today known as New Zealand. Part of their performance included a haka.
You have officially been welcomed with the ancient haka of New Zealand!
After the haka, the ladies would give a traditional Maori women's dance. The next performance was that of the people of Samoa. This would be followed by a segment that blended Hawaiian dances with the holiday season.
That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell round.
Next was a traditional dance of the people of Tonga. Then things really started to heat up with a traditional fire knife performance. What was incredible about this particular display was that one of the 2 fire knife performers was only 10 years old, and he was really good.
Now folks, do yourselves a favor, try not to blink, because you just might miss something.
His brother was then brought out to show what he could do, which included the use of 2 at the same time.
Double the fire, double the fun, folks. If you see something you like, let them hear it.
The younger brother was then brought back out, and they performed together.
Fire on the hottest stage in Waikiki.
The final part of the show would feature traditional dances of the people of Tahiti. The luau then concluded with all the performers being brought back out on stage so that they could be recognized for their part in the show. So we just got back to the house after having the first full day here in Hawaii, and between the hike up the trail to get the incredible views to doing a little bit of exploring around Waikiki and then wrapping up with the luau, it was a pretty good first day. You know, yesterday was a little more easier going because everybody was arriving. Today was more to really start the exploration here on the island of Oahu, and so it's been a ton of fun. And tomorrow the exploration continues. It is going to be for a rather solemn event, as one person put it, a date that will live in infamy. Thank you for watching this video from Coasting with Culture. If you haven't already done so, please consider clicking that subscribe button down below if you'd like to see future videos. You can also find Coasting with Culture on Twitter and Facebook as well. And of course, for more travel experiences, visit coastingwithculture.com. Until next time, take care and safe travels.